Hi, welcome to the next episode of
Healthy Cooking with Love by Theo and Amma.
And Rocky, yes. So, Theo, what are we making today?
Today we're going to make some chia pudding.
Chia pudding. Do you know what chia is?
Yeah, I know what chia is. Chia seeds.
Yeah, they're seeds.
This is chia.
I put them in I put them in this container just because it came in a kind of a bulk bag, so I put them in this just to make it easier to use.
It's a salva bag.
Actually, yeah. And then the other ingredients are, this is the easiest thing to make. It's really quick. It sits overnight and we have it for the next morning for breakfast. So the base of it is this organic coconut milk.
No.
Rocky loves the coconut milk.
He loves coconut.
And then we're a little bit of salt, some vanilla, and blackstrap molasses. And do you remember why I said we use blackstrap molasses for a sweetener? Because it has a lower glycemic.
And it has a lot of minerals.
Yep. A lot of minerals, iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium.
What even is glycemic stuff?
Well, that's a good question. So it has a lower glycemic index, which means that it will not raise your blood sugar like a lot of sweeteners do, especially refined sugar. So this doesn't do this. So this is healthier in that it's not going to have a sugar high and then a drop, and helps regulate your blood sugar.
Okay.
Always a good thing. Okay. So now, the first part is just to put let's do a cup of the coconut milk. Okay.
Coconut milk.
So here's a cup. We're using a dry measure because this is so thick. Okay, so you can just really dump. It's so thick you have to kind of spoon it out. So we're going to use a dry measure.
Ooh.
And it'll be a cup of the...
Yeah, we should move this so they can see.
Cup of the coconut milk. And then we'll do a quarter cup of...
It's rocky. Look for your armpit. And...
Okay, just get it in there.
Need...
a full cup.
I think I need this whole entire container.
Yeah. Well, I used a little bit of it last night because I actually made some last night so that we can show the finished product today. Okay, so that goes in there. And when we just put it in the same bowl that we can use to eat out of in the morning, although you might want to divide it up in a couple of bowls. Okay?
Can we have the chia pudding you made last night?
Yeah, we can try a bite of it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, then we need a quarter cup.
No.
Here you go, honey. Do you want me to get that? Okay, I'm putting down. A quarter cup, I'm going to go wash my hands.
Quarter cup of
Of
what?
the chia seeds.
Chia seeds, okay.
Wash my hands because Rocky got into some mud and cactus today, didn't he? No, here, actually this one I got so we can just pour it out. That's why I put it in this container. So, okay, so it's a quarter cup. Okay, so you can pour that in. And a really important thing to do with this is to stir. So look, there's a lot of tiny chia seeds. So when you just mix it in really good to the coconut milk, really well into the coconut milk. I'm going to make sure we've got all the coconut milk here. Get all this out. Okay.
I want more chia seeds.
And that was a little short on the coconut milk side. A little bit more. So those we just want blended in really well. Then the next thing is to add a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses, okay? Here, you hold this. And it's really as much as you want. Actually, a tablespoon is kind of a lot. Let's see. I'm going to do like a half table, not quite a full tablespoon. You know, you can do however much sweetener you want. So that's that. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. You're making a nice design there.
I'm just spreading it out.
Okay. Then a teaspoon of, here's the teaspoon. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, I would say next time let's add like
Oh yeah, that
maybe
is a lot.
maybe a quarter teaspoon. That was a lot. See how brown that is? So that might be a little
That
too
looks
sweet.
like Rocky's syrup.
Oh. Okay, now let's do let's just do a quarter teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Well, that's, all right.
Yeah,
this is
that's
gonna
about
taste
maybe
a
half
lot of
teaspoon.
vanilla and a lot of blackstrap molasses.
We might have failed.
And then
on
we're
this.
using no, it'll taste really good. There's no ruining it for sure. And then some Himalaya sea salt. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple of sprinkles of it. Of the Himalaya sea
That's
salt.
like 10
And that's
sprinkles.
that's it. That's it. And now we just are going to, let's make sure the seeds are all mixed in. I think you did a good job with that. And now we're just going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator. Yeah, this is, you'll see when I get the one I made last night. This is really a lot. It just will be extra sweet. I'm sure it'll taste delicious. And then I'm going to show what I made last night. And and I'll get that out of the refrigerator after I put this in. Okay, so I made this last night so we could show you the finished product this morning. So here it is. And sometimes I give it a little stir just to make sure the chia seeds are evenly distributed, which it looks like they are.
Yep.
Okay, so Theo and I are going to try a little bit. Now you see this is much whiter than the one we just made.
Since we added like
Not as
4
much.
gallons of molasses.
A lot of blackstrap molasses in that one. So I eat this for breakfast. So for breakfast, I like to put, you can put anything on it, banana, any kind of fruit. I like to put walnuts for a little extra protein and pumpkin seeds and blueberries or banana or whatever fruit you like. Okay, so you want to spoon us a little bit.
I'll spoon myself some.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, so you have a little snack before lacrosse practice.
yeah, I go to lacrosse on Wednesdays, which is today, the day we're posting this. And I go Fridays and Mondays.
Yeah. And then you had a tournament I went to last weekend. And that, I think that's not quite have this much. Let's just have a little bit. And then you know what? I thought I give you this to take home because your parents might want to try it. So we just have a little bit.
Okay.
Now.
I want some blueberries.
And then we'll put a couple things on it.
I'm going to get some blueberry first.
Because it's actually, well, you've got a little while before
Here's your
dinner because you've got practice. So this will be a good snack. And do you want any seeds or walnuts? Okay, well, let's give it a try then. Let's see how it tastes. Very good. I love this. I could eat this. Usually I make it and I'll have it on 2 mornings. Okay. You think you'll like that for breakfast? Okay. Would you like it to be a little sweeter?
No.
The next batch will be sweeter. But it's nice because you can, any of these recipes we use, you can make vary to what you like. Okay. We'll get ready to sign off. Okay, thank you for joining us today. We'll make another one soon.
And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Maybe tap the like.
And you can leave a comment even.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye.